underneath about 5 minutes. I think I met my objectives of a quick remarks section. So with that, thank you very much, Sergeant McElravy. You've been a great asset to us and a good friend, and I appreciate everything that you've ever done with SOJ 30 months. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my report.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal. Orders. Oh! Attention to orders. To all who shall see this presence greeting. The Secretary of Defense has authorized the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Sergeant First Class Sean McElravy, United States Army. Sergeant First Class McElravy distinguished himself by meritorious service as a psychological operations planner and non-commissioned officer in the Information Operations Division, Special Operations Command, Pacific, from 12 December 2005 to 1 February 2009. During this period, Sergeant First Class McElravy excelled in every aspect of joint duty and demonstrated a remarkable ability to lead the war of ideas and enhance the counterterrorism capacities for nations throughout the United States Pacific Command's area of responsibility. Sergeant First Class McElravy's outstanding professional skill resulted in a major contribution to this command's effectiveness and success in information operations and war on terror. His efforts were instrumental in building a full-spectrum training program which will make the Royal Thai Army more effective at counterinsurgency operations and ultimately serve as a model for psychological operations capacity building throughout the region. Through his distinctive accomplishments, Sergeant First Class McElravy reflected great credit upon himself, the United States Army, the Department of Defense, given under my hand this 5th day of December 2008, signed Major General Salvatore Cambria, United States Army, commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue standing. Lieutenant Colonel Paul Navi will now retire Sergeant First Class McElravy from active duty and present him with his certificate of retirement. Attention to orders. To all who shall see these presents greetings. This is to certify that Sergeant First Class Sean W. McElravy, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Army on the 31st day of January 2009. Signed, George W. Casey, General, United States Army, Chief of Staff. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Navi will present Sergeant First Class McElravy a certificate of appreciation from Commander-in-Chief. It reads, Sergeant First Class Sean McElravy, I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, George W. Bush, Commander-in-Chief. Today's ceremony also recognizes and pays tribute to the significant contributions and sacrifices made by the military family. So at this time, Conchita, would you please join your husband in the front? Colonel Navi will now present Conchita with a letter of appreciation. This reads, to all those who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that Mrs. Conchita McElravy, on the occasion of the retirement of her husband from active service with the United States Army, has earned grateful appreciation for her own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Her unfailing support and understanding helped make possible her husband's lasting contribution to the nation. Signed, George W. Casey, General, Army Chief of Staff. Sergeant First Class McElravy would also like to present his wife with a lei. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant First Class Sean McElravy, United States Army, retired.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming down here, especially on a mandatory training day. I know what fun that is. And I know sometimes how ceremony kind of gets in the way of things. I've never been one for coming to ceremonies or being in ceremonies, or especially not one for being the focus of a ceremony. I definitely want to thank my wife for marrying me and coming into the military.